season, obviously a good time. Like, how did you guys get here, and like, what does it say that you're doing it now?
Yeah, we just kept staying at it. We kept a good process, a good positive attitude, stayed optimistic, and relied on our hard work, and that's kind of led us to this point where we just kept at it, and we finally hit a good stretch where we've been playing really well. It came in a stretch where we're playing 26 out of 27, and a tough stretch physically for these guys, but mentally they've been locked in.
What did you think about Walker tonight, and how did the fact that you were able to leave him in, where sometimes maybe spend like one run or two runs and you haven't been able to?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And the way he was throwing the ball. I think he gave up 3 hits, and 2 of them were infield hits. One was off the base that, just an awkward play. So he really threw the ball well tonight, located his 2-seamer in on those lefties, handled the lefties, better than he has maybe all year against left-handed hitters. So just one of the best outings he's had as a Padre, and it's a good sign going forward.
What did you make of that moment for Rengifo against his former team, obviously, from the third base spot?
Yeah, we always talk internally about how there's always a lot of revenge against the Padres, and sometimes it's nice to have somebody that was from another team inflict that same kind of damage on somebody else. But Louis has been great since we've got him, and he's come up with a few big hits, and that was one of the biggest that he's had.
So you guys noticed that too?
There happens to be a lot of former Padres in the major leagues.
That's also quite good. How can you just quantify what he's meant for this group to kind of come in and provide the versatility, the spark, the way he plays, all of that?
Yeah, he came along right at the right time. We just needed that little spark and that little bit of energy, and then he had a hot bat too. So, all those things together add up into somebody that's, helped keep the positive attitude, keep the energy going, and allowed us to go on a hot streak. And he's one of those guys that's really helped, along the way in that.
Tatis' homer tonight puts him second all time in the franchise leaderboard. It's Manny and Tatis, and you've been here for all of that. Like, what do you kind of make of what that maybe says about the organization? Those 2 guys are now 1-2 on the Padres all-time list.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think when AJ signed them, that's what he probably envisioned, is those guys having long-term success in San Diego and being at the top of that home run list. And those guys Tatis keeps getting better, Manny keeps getting and aging really well and getting better, and those guys have carried this franchise for a long time. It turned it into where there was 25,000 fans showing up a night, to now there's 40,000 fans every night, and those 2 guys are a big part of that.
Yes. What does that make you think at the end of this final month and a half or so?
We can't control what those guys do. We're done playing the Phillies. We still got some games against the Diamondbacks at the very end of the season. I'm going to anticipate those mattering quite a bit. But until then, all we can do is play our game and control our destiny, which is the stock answer, but it's the truth too. I like the way that we're playing, and I think, we keep playing like this, our chances are good. We can't control how well those guys play though.